I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up. I don't know whether we're on or not. Yep, we are. Okay, you're going to find the link in At the Bench, and you have to be a current supporter of Stunt Hangar within the last 3 years, which is pretty generous if you think about it. There's not a magazine subscription in the world where you didn't pay your bill for 3 years that you get to read it. So here I'm just trying to, have an equal playing field, new topic, and have everybody, what is Friday, today, Friday? Yeah, everybody equally, let's see, Friday night, there we go. Equally share the cost of this thing. I'm tired of footing the bill. So that's where we're at. All right, your link is posted in At the Bench. And if you'd like to be, great. If you'd like to be a supporter and come into the show, you're going to have to go be a supporter, come back here, and let me know, because I do all this by hand. Nothing is automatic. You can't get over on me. I got to look at it, review it, and I'll add that button. You'll be able to see the link, and you'll come on in. And I'm sorry it has to be that way, but another reason is, we got Helmet Head and some of the other characters that, they just come in unannounced or whatever. And I'm trying to make my life easier. I don't want to have to sit and babysit the stream where I get notified and I have to check you out and then you let you come in. So as long as you're a supporter on Stunt Hangar, I know that you're a member in good standing and been there. You'll be able to see the link. I don't have to do that anymore. So that's the reason for the change. As you guys probably know, I've been building tanks for the last week. They're done. Tonight I already tested the one. I had a slight pinhole here. It's dry enough for a test. I had a slight pinhole here at the spigot, and I just put some more JB Weld on it. And we'll see what happens. If it gets any bubbles whatsoever, it's no good. So I just redo it. Hey, Gary.
Hey.
I don't get notified when you come in, so if you sit there quiet, I can't see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's talking, so I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, I like this a lot better, where I don't have to have the waiting room on and notifications. I know that if you've got the link, you belong here.
Yeah. Did you get my PM I sent you to the
When?
Stunt Hangar?
When?
Oh, a couple of days ago.
You didn't send me no PM.
I sent underneath your name.
Let me look here.
Robert Storage. I didn't know it was Stunt Hangar or Robert Storage, so I used Robert Storage.
Yeah, you RC Stork. You are not. You did not send me a message.
Okay. It didn't go that good. It didn't have the right one. All right. Well, what it was about Carl Reed, I called him up after the show there Friday and or Monday.
Yeah.
So I went through it. He brought up your website. I brought mine up and I went down line for line because he said didn't find At the Bench. So line for line, I went with him down that, and pretty soon it come to where At the Bench. He says his website didn't have it. And I thought, well,
Yeah.
that's strange. It should have it.
No,
Okay.
he's not a
So,
supporter.
so he wants, well, maybe it's because it's coming underneath his wife's name or something, because he keeps getting notifications that it goes to Stunt Hangar every month.
Oh, okay. Now, what you guys got to understand, everybody pay attention to this. Just because you're a member on the YouTube channel, that has nothing to do with Stunt Hangar, the website. You guys are helping me keep Stunt Hangar YouTube open. But Stunt Hangar website is a separate entity. There's nothing to do with each other.
Okay. Well, anyway, he wanted you to call him and so he can get it straightened out what he needs to do.
Yeah, all you got to do is become a 20. Let me pull his name up here. He's probably one of the guys who's never been a supporter on Stunt Hangar members. I'm trying to get everybody to participate equally instead of just one or two guys carrying the load.
Yeah, I understand. I thought it was strange. I didn't find it on his website, but okay.
You know, and then some guys will send a donation with their wife or whatever. What is that? There's Mike. Okay.
Mike, this is Mike.
Yeah, he's a new pilot, registered in 2011 and has not supported the site, period. What happened to Mike? Is he still on there?
Yeah, he just muted.
Oh, okay.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Nothing. Spring cleaning, both garages,
Yeah.
doing a complete clean out.
How do you do that?
3 piles of stuff,
Okay.
stuff that's worth money, Facebook marketplace, stuff that someone can use, Goodwill, and stuff that just needs to go to the dump. 3 piles. I got the other garage all cleaned out and finished this morning. Now I'm working on the shop. And man, I'm finding all kinds of stuff that can just go. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a big pile of stuff to take to the nets to try to sell because I don't need it. You know, I've acquired so much stuff over time. Oh, sorry, I thought I muted that. I don't know why that came back on. But yeah, spring cleaning, man. Gotta make room. Came home from Perry with so many more airplanes. Don't have room for them in either garage. So stuff's got to go. Out with the old, in with the new, right?
Maine, news and newsletters. I'm going to send Carl a link on how to get in here. I don't know why this is so hard to figure out. Copy.
I am so sorry.
Must have a timer on it, right?
I don't know why that keeps coming on. I'll turn the volume all the way down so it don't happen again. I'm out here rocking out with the stereo, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on 0. I don't know why it keeps popping in like that.
Yeah, I don't need a strike.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, I know. I'm not trying to give you one, Sparky. Like I said, I don't know why it was doing it, but I've turned the volume all the way down, so it ain't
I
gonna
don't
happen.
think there was enough bars there for anybody to recognize it.
Yeah, probably not. But I'm going to be moving around, making a lot of noise, doing a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and mute out anyway. But I'll be here when people come in and say hi.
Okay.
I do got to leave so combat guys do a Zoom meeting too on Fridays. And we just got invited into that one not long ago. So I'm torn. Who do I hang out with? Do I hang out with the combat guys? Do I hang out with the stunt guys? But it's kind of the same thing, you know. It's a
I know
lot.
everybody's in competition with me. That's all right.
Well, no, it's not. It's combat, Sparky. It's all F2D guys, man. What do you want? Like 8 F2D guys coming on here and talking about combat all night long?
Could have.
Could have, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
And
know.
then we got a scale guy who wants to do the same thing.
I mean, you are stunt hanger. You're not combat hanger. You
Yeah,
know.
but there's combat on Stunt Hangar. There's speed on Stunt Hangar. Scale.
I understand, you know, and nobody's trying to take anything away from you or that. This meeting's been going on for 10 years. I didn't even know. It's just it's not an open meeting for the whole world. It's just a very select few group of guys that
Yeah,
get together and
good.
talk about their stuff, you know. So like I said, not trying to take anything away from you, but combat is where it's at for us right now. So we gotta be with them, you know.
I understand.
Yeah. But I'm faithful to you, Spark. I'll always come back. I'm always here, man. I support you.
Yeah, what's got everybody and the forum owners are talking about it is the diluting of the pile. There's only so many people to go around and they're diluting the pile with Facebook and this, that, and the other. You know, that's why RC groups are not RC groups, but some of them other sites are gone, and that's why I just noticed that Dumbest is well, they're gone because they were shit kits anyway.
I think there's enough room for everybody out there to participate in any chats or groups they want to.
Oh yeah,
There's room for everybody. You know, not any one group has to have a monopoly on anything, you know.
I I agree, but when it comes where it's and that's another reason I was just talking about before you came on. That's another reason why. And there's no magazine subscription in the world that'll give you 3 years, you know, for one donation. So if you're a supporter for the last 3 years, you can come on into this meeting. I'm trying to get everybody to participate evenly because we got guys like Gary that'll donate 3, 4 times a month, and other guys that haven't done it in 20, you know, since I've been here, 20 years.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. But you also have to, I mean, it's not control line has so many sub disciplines. You know that guys are going to be drawn to their discipline, right?
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
you know, so you're not, I can't remember when we had any carrier guys in here or speed
Never.
guys
We
or,
got scale guys in. We've had a
you know,
speed guy in.
occasionally a scale guy, but you've never had a huge combat contingent here. You
No,
know, me, you know, and Sam, because you're stunt hanger. So, you know, it'd be nice if all of control line would just participate in one place, but that people seek out their specific interests. You know, you're a Harley guy, man. I'm sure you don't hang out on Kawasaki Skype meetings, you know.
I didn't hang out on Harley meetings either.
Well, I know, but if you were to participate in a motorcycle group, you would probably sit in a Harley group, not a Kawasaki group or a Honda group or a Suzuki group. That's all I'm saying, you know. So don't beat me up too bad because I want to go hang out with some combat guys that have the same interest, you know, and
That's
we
all
talk
right.
about that equipment and stuff. Like I said, it's not taking anything away from you, man. Well, I'll always be here.
I know
But
less than nothing about combat, so
right. I got to go get the most current dope, man, the straight shit and what's going on, you know, in that world, man. That's all. But that I can be in both, you know, I can be in both. So that's all.
God, I want to test this thing, but it hasn't been drying long enough. Still kind of soft.
Is that one of your tanks?
Yeah,
Okay.
you make me big. This is a 6 ouncer. This is a 5 ouncer here. It always happens, you know. I build these things, and there's always one that screws up. And I pressure test them. If there's any leaks whatsoever, it's a failed project. So I put a little more JB weld around the nut, and hopefully when I put it back in the tank, it won't leak.
I don't really have anything for show and tell tonight. I showed it all on Monday, all the stuff from Perry. So all I got is my junk clean outs from the garage and the shop.
And we got a swap meet coming up here in Belleville pretty soon here. I might go to that. Where the hell is my syringe? Oh, well. We'll wait.
All right. Well, I'm going to mute out while I make some noise in here and move some stuff around, but I'm here listening, guys.
All right.
Okay. Here comes someone.
iPhone 5. That must be Howard. Yep.
Hi, Howard.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Seen
What?
Gordon?
Have I seen Gordon? No, not lately.
I was looking for, how do you spell his last name? I can't find him on the forum.
Delaney.
Okay.
But his first name is spelled Gordan, not D.
Okay.
So that's different than most people named Gordon.
Okay, let's see here. Search for members. I'm going to go through and prune this. We got too many non-participants. Gordan, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Search. There he is. Yeah, he's in there still.
Okay. Alexa, turn on first plug.
Is that Alexis?
Don't say her name.
Oh.
Yeah, she can do all kinds of stuff now.
Yeah, no.
I tend to leave the garage doors open, like you go to the Nats and leave the garage door open for a couple of weeks. And now I've got her monitoring that and telling me when it's open and closing it automatically.
Does she adjust the heat in your house?
Just the shop.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the shop temperature?
The shop temperature is 68 degrees.
Okay, good. Just
what are you going to do when they say you've had enough heat? We're going to shut the heat off.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll pull the plug on her at that point.
Yeah.
And she another thing she does is at 1:15 a.m. she shuts off all the stuff in the shop that I've forgotten, like the soldering iron and the air valve going to the spray and laser system.
So let me ask you this, because you got her listening to you. Well, I wouldn't have one of them things in my house, but do you get a lot of ads? Let's say that I'm over there and we're talking about some type of electronic valve or whatever that you're looking for. Do you get an ad on your phone for it?
No, which is kind of pleasant. One time, we were talking about something. I was having an email conversation with somebody about something expensive, and I said, "Well, as the monkey said when he urinated on the cash register, this could run into money." And shortly after that, Amazon, unrelated to my email, sent me an ad for cash registers.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. How much do you
Yeah.
pay that girl?
That sounds about right.
Well,
Yeah.
I ordered a shirt from Sparky's thing. And then after all that, on my phone and stuff, then I started getting ads for shirts.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's because you ordered from Teespring. I had nothing to do with that.
Oh.
No, I know you didn't. I just said,
Oh,
I
one
saw
of those
that's
advertising places. Yeah, that's that's been kind of expensive too because uh, we got onto Temu from ads and Stunt Hangar, and so I was a chronic Temu user, and now Mary Lou's taking it up, and she gets stuff from Temu all the time.
I do too because I use it. It's good.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I I've got a bunch of cheap calipers I've been getting from Harbor Freight. I splurged and spent $20 on caliper from Temu, and it's really good. One of the 6-inch calipers, you know.
Yeah. I got to stir it, so I don't need to buy no more.
I got to stare at it, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, and it was one of the first ones that came out a long time ago, and it never was any good.
Dial indicator?
No, a
Digital?
digital one.
I don't have a digital. I'd like to get a digital, just a cheap one, just so I don't have to think about, sometimes they give you measurements in metric. I can't deal with that.
Here's how you deal with it. Okay, here's an example right here. I'm talking to that woman. Alexa, what's 15 millimeters in inches?
15
Half inch.
millimeters is about 0.591 inches.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does my metric conversions, but yeah, I should publish something on Stunt Hangar on this micrometer. It's they come with all different names. You just look at the picture and get the one with the big display. The same sources won't work for subsequent purchases.
There's mine.
Yeah,
The old analog.
yeah, I got one of those in my toolbox. So when I get to a contest, I don't have one with a dead battery.
Yeah, and that's another thing. All them stupid digital calipers end up with dead batteries.
Yeah, you just get a bunch of LR44 batteries and.
Yeah, I need to buy another one though. A digital caliper.
Okay, I'll show you what to get.
Let me see here.
I
Sure.
don't have it here. Well, I'm going out the shop. I can show you when I get there, but I'll post on Stunt Hangar.
Okay, no problem. I was just gonna buy a $15 Harbor Freight one.
Nope, get the $20 Temu one.
Let's
No,
see.
the Harbor Freight ones are hit and miss. About 1 in 3 is good for a while.
Let's see here. Temu, huh? Let me go get my account open here.
Mhm.
TEMU.
Yeah.
Okay, so slide to the puzzle. Oh,
I got a bunch of tiny paintbrushes from them that are pretty cool. cheap.
I keep wanting to buy one of these these workstations for all my electric tools, but I know they're cheap junk.
Workstation for electric tool. What's that?
My drills and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
See,
What would the workstation do?
holds all my batteries and tools on the wall out of the way. They're $37 now.
Oh, does it charge them or just hold them?
No, I'm looking at these calipers. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Here's one for 13, digital caliper.
That's not the good one.
Let's see here.
Good one has a bigger display.
One for 11. Here, let me share my screen and you can see what I'm looking at here.
Okay, share your screen.
Uh,
I'll go out to the shop here by and by.
okay. Let's see here. Want to share? Want to share my screen? Here we go. Share. All right. Can you see the calipers?
Yeah, let me see if oh yeah, it's bigger
Or
now.
am I showing?
Well, that 1158 one, that might be the big one.
1158. Okay, one on the left.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah, that looks like a big one. Yeah,
That's it.
maybe.
It's a hoo-ha. I can't.
Yeah, they come in all different names. You can't go by that.
JHAN, John. Got metric. 25, so it's 9 1/4 inches long.
Yeah. All right.
Does that look right there?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Let's see here. We end screen. I'll try to share one more time. Share. I want to share this picture here. Share. Yeah, is that it?
Maybe. I'll show you when I go to the shop.
Okay.
They come with different button configurations. I got two of them. One of them has the buttons like that, and the other one has buttons on the front.
Is it pretty accurate? Do you have
Yeah.
measuring centers, you know, to calibration centers?
No, but it goes back to 0 every time.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, I mean something. Maybe not enough.
You know, like my micrometers, I got a little piece that's 2 inches long or 1 inch long exactly. And you put it on there and the thing better read that, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm doing model airplanes. Nothing has to be that exact.
Well, I don't know.
You don't have to be within half a thousandths.
Well, if you fit a piston to a cylinder, you might have.
Yeah, I got other stuff for that. I got real equipment to measure that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if you those who still use model airplane engines to fly model airplane.
Yeah, I got telescoping mics, you know, inside and outside micrometers and all that shit in the garage. If I want to measure something that small, you know, be that perfect.
Yeah, I got stuff like that too, but I don't know how to use it. Yeah. I figured that any engineer should own an oscilloscope and a lathe.
Yeah.
So a guy gave me a lathe and I had it for a while, but then realized I don't know how to use a lathe. So I gave it away.
What are you going to do with an oscilloscope? They don't measure engines with oscilloscopes anymore. They use OBD.
I'm electric now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but your airplane uses OBD too,
What's OBD?
onboard diagnostics.
Oh, well, that's a
You plug it into your computer, don't you, to get the values?
um um I don't use that, but I'm trying to instrument the control deflection, so I know how much the flaps move.
Well, oscilloscope won't do that.
No, oscilloscope won't do that. But this, yeah. So I guess I changed the subject, didn't I?
Yeah. But I tell you what will do it, a Wixie. You got a Wixie?
Wixie won't tell you in flight and record it.
No, I won't tell you in flight and record it. Well, what are you going to do? Put a potentiometer on the flap horn?
I got a Hall effect device. There's a magnet on the essentially the flap horn. It's the Igor thingy.
Yeah.
And the sensor that looks at the magnet and tells you how much it's rotated.
Okay,
And
so
I built it into the airplane when I built the airplane like several years ago. And I went to hook it up finally and calibrated. And I made a circuit and did a bunch of stuff and went out there and found out that I must have hooked it up backwards or something, but the output is shorted to ground. I don't know how that happened, but
how the hell? That don't make sense at all.
no, it doesn't. So I've got to pull it out and change the sensor or see what's wrong with it.
You got to think about this. How can it be shorted to ground? Your airplane's made of wood.
Well, there are three wires going to the sensor. One is the 5-volt supply, and the other is ground, and the third is the signal. And the signal and the ground are shorted together.
Okay, well, that should be easy to find. It's only 2 wire.
It should be, but I'm afraid it's in this little sensor, which is like a tiny transistor.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of inaccessible. I think I'm going to have to pry it loose and change it.
That's why I like analog. You can look at it and say, yep, it's touching, or nope, it's broke. With electrical, with digital, you go, well, shit, I got no idea what's wrong. It's inside there.
Yeah, well, I got a thing to measure it, but I don't know I don't know what causes it to be shorted.
And once you let the smoke out, you can't get it back in.
Apparently not. No, but I got spares. It's hard to change. I've spent entirely too much time on this. So, well, how much do your flaps move? That's a question we have. And so my flaps move like 28 degrees. That's how much they'll move on the ground. But how much do they move when you fly? And Paul Walker thinks that 20 degrees is all the flaps move. If that's all the flaps move, well, in flight, do you rejigger your controls so that maximum is 20 degrees? You get more leverage out of it that way. Or do you say, why doesn't it move 30 degrees and do what it takes to make it move 30 in flight? So I don't know, but at least I'll figure out what it does. Another question I had was, how fast is the pitch rate on these? And so I was able to record that. And it's 300 degrees a second on my airplane. That's the fastest you get to. And you think when you're doing a corner, it would rise up and stay at 300 degrees and then fall right down if you move your wrist fast enough, but it doesn't. It makes this kind of roundy pulse, the peak of which is at 300 degrees per second.
Yeah, but you think 300 degrees, you can't move it that far.
300 degrees per second.
You can't move it that far, though, in a second.
Um,
Your hand doesn't move 300 degrees.
that in a corner, it'll go 300 degrees per second at the fastest rate. Brett thinks it's 360. Maybe his airplane is, but mine only goes 300.
So let's think about this. If you got a 4-inch bell crank and a 1 1/4 inch horn and a 1-inch elevator horn, that's 1-to-1, right? You got a 4-inch handle. How can you get 300 degrees in a second when even if you go like that, it's only going to move so many degrees?
No, not the controls itself. The airplane rotates 300 degrees per second.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what the controls do yet because my sensor's shorted out, but I'll find out.
300 degrees a second. I guess you're right. If you're tail heavy, it would go around that fast.
Yeah, well, that's what it does. I hit it pretty hard.
Something that no human could survive.
No, I don't ride in the thing. It's too little.
What are the words of wit from Ed Waski today?
Oh, he has just been taking it easy and cleaning up the shop a little bit and
Oh,
stuff. Yeah. Gonna do some primer painting tomorrow. And I'm not sure if anybody used it, but I'm gonna attempt to use what Brodak had.
A sprayer.
Yeah, this is the propellant. Put it in there. It's like, well, I need something more than my little airbrush, and I don't want to hook up my big detail gun. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what it'll do.
here's my opinion. I was going to try that. I think it'll work just fine.
Yeah. And
What do you
I
say, Howard? Especially for primer.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I do what Philip said. I got the cheap Harbor Freight gun, and I blow it on thick.
Yeah.
Get yourself an old bug sprayer. You know, the ones you pump up. It'll work. I'm telling you. The one metal can, and you pump it in the back, and then you pull the trigger. You just put it on. It'll work. Just takes the right amount of thinner.
Yeah. Well, and since it's a warbird, I got this from Warbird Colors, and it's you thin with water and stuff. So I figured, well, let me try their primer also instead of me using the rattle can primer and then using their paint. So we'll see what it does.
They got water-based primer.
Yeah, that's yeah, it was thin. Let's see, clean up with water.
Good heavens.
Here's a question for all you genius chemists out there. I know that Aerogloss dope is MEK based. I went to Lowe's, they don't have MEK, they have MEK substitute.
Yeah. MEK seems to be extinct.
Yeah, so I went online and looked at the parameters for this stuff, and it says that this substitute is for when you want slower dry times than acetone.
Yeah, well, that's what MEK was for.
Yeah, so that would make me think that acetone should cut Aerogloss.
Well, it'll dissolve it, but it's not a wonderful thinner, probably.
Do you think that MEK substitute? I guess I'm going to try it, get a quart and try it. But do you think that MEK substitute is actually equivalent to MEK, or is it like that citrus crap that they sold for brake cleaner instead of chloride stuff?
I don't know. I don't know how it would work for thinning Aerogloss dope. I like Aerogloss dope.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put MEK and retarder together in Aerogloss dope to see if I,
yeah, that might work. What is Aerogloss dope? Randolph sells some acrylic dope.
Brando Phil.
No,
Because it's different than dope.
this is like clear dope, but it's acrylic rather than butyrate or nitrate. And I wonder if that's
Yeah,
actually Aerogloss dope.
I do know about that. Yeah, because I got a gallon of it in red. That's what that stuff was. It was a mistake they made.
Oh,
It was it's Randolph, but they call it something else. I don't
oh.
have it.
So yeah, I don't know how you determine whether it's the same as Aerogloss. Other than maybe you can smell it, I guess.
Well,
But different colors of Aerogloss smell different, though.
well, you think back in the Aerogloss days, you can paint. They were having that discussion on Stunt Hangar. Why can you paint over this, that, and the other? You can paint anything over Aerogloss, but you can't paint Aerogloss over anything. So why
Right.
is that? Well, it's MEK based.
There's MEK probably in the other stuff.
So I was thinking about, I just went yesterday to look for MEK and they got MEK substitute.
MEK substitute, and you got Aerogloss that you want to thin, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
But then they're saying when I did a search on AI that MEK is used when you don't want as fast a thinning as acetone. So that leads me to believe that acetone would cut it.
Well, yeah, it will, but it'll blush.
Even if I add retarder?
Well, you could try that. That might be an interesting combination. Or you can try this MEK substitute and retarder. I don't know. But hey, put that red stuff over. No, that won't work because it'd work. Never mind.
I bought a gallon of red stuff. I got it for $5.
Yeah, or you could put the red stuff on and then put the Aerogloss over it and see if it works. And if it works, then the red stuff is probably Aerogloss.
It doesn't smell like Aerogloss.
Oh, never mind then. But it's acrylic, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was worried about it because it'll crack. Acrylic cracks. You have to use some type of plasticizer.
Yeah, Aerogloss cracks sometimes. Different batches of Aerogloss would be different. I got a gallon once that cracked. They gave me a new gallon, I think.
Yeah, that's nice of them.
Yeah, this is back in the old days.
Well, I always added 1 drop of castor oil per ounce of dope
Oh,
as a plasticizer.
oh, didn't Aerogloss have a plasticizer? I forget.
Yeah, but I never could get it or whatever, so I just did the castor oil bit.
Castor oil is traditional, and that worked for Aerogloss.
Perfectly. It
Oh.
makes it shine even better than straight Aerogloss.
Oh, groovy. Yeah, I like Aerogloss.
Man, it polished up nice.
My first 2 stunt planes in the modern era, I started with Aerogloss and then went to SIG. They were fine. Front row.
SIG dope is certified made by Randolph, or actually Consolidated Coatings. It's all made in the same place.
Yeah.
And if you call them and talk about Aerogloss, they won't even talk about it. Because I called up there to ask them questions on what I could use as a thinner for Aerogloss. Oh, no, we don't mess with that.
Well, even if they did make it, there's probably nobody old enough there to remember it.
Yeah.
But we somebody in Los Angeles ought to know Pactra or somebody who used to be there and can ask them what Aerogloss really is. They'd probably know. There's somebody there who knows.
Well, I'm sure somewhere there's somebody who knows something about it.
I found out where pen bladders come from.
Pens?
Pen bladders.
They come from
Come,
pens?
come from pens, yeah. So I didn't notice you were on, Bob. Otherwise, I would have. I would have been more. I had alert for a wise guy answer.
Well,
There's
I
a
got the
place.
answer in before you could.
There's a place in Escondido, California. It makes all the pen bladders.
Wow.
And I have an airplane that I want to use pen bladders on, but I'm probably too old to use them anyhow. I was going to send Charles over there and talk him out of some pen bladders cheap.
Well, you're in your second childhood, so now you use baby pacifiers.
Well, it says right on here. Okay.
That's pretty good. You're in good form tonight, Bob.
Yeah.
It says right on this can what's in it. It says toluene and methyl ketone keep away from heat, sparks, and flame.
Keep away from Sparky. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. But you get some toluene, can't you?
Toluene is a low end. It's not very hot at all. So
Yeah,
they must be using the toluene to slow down the MEK.
yeah. Toss in some toluene.
Hey.
Ambroid used to have toluene in it, and people sniff it, so they took the toluene out. It wasn't any good anymore. But I got a jug of toluene and a hypodermic needle, and I squirted in my glue.
So you can sniff it. So you can sniff it.
No, not to sniff it. Yeah, I sound like I've been sniffing glue, but no, for it, so it'll work well as glue, like Ambroid did in the old days.
Well, this was made in Rockford, Illinois. So this was not made by Consolidated Coatings. Pactra Inc., Rockford, Illinois. An RPM company.
Oh, this Rockford. Is that the one up by Chicago where Sunstrand is?
That's
It
by
is
the
by
border between Illinois and Iowa.
Rockford. Oh, okay. I'm thinking something else then.
No wonder there's something wrong with me. It says right on the can. Reports have associated repeated and prolonged occupational exposure to solvents with permanent brain damage and nervous system error.
Oh, we all got that.
That explains a lot.
That's the
Yeah.
common bond.
Yeah, right.
That explains a lot.
I don't know why they got to put this on there. Intentional misuse by deliberately concentrating and inhaling the contents may be harmful or fatal. Duh.
Or entertaining.
I got 2 quarts in this half pint here, whatever this is, pint.
What is that, Claire?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Rockford, Illinois.
Well, I haven't heard the
Well, they
word
used to be in-
Sunstrand in a long time.
Yeah, that's where Sunstrand is. Oh no,
I-
I just used the word.
They were a
Sunstrand.
competitor of ours. Yeah, I think so.
I went there one time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, John got on there and then he jumped off. I wonder what's the deal.
We want to search for some old Ambroid.
Yeah. I got a tube of that around here too. Every once in a while, I'll take a squirt of it and put it on some wood and set it on the shelf, so it smells like I ain't using it.
Yeah.
I had a friend once, a really phenomenal guitar player. This is back in the early '70s, and he used to sniff glue. He told me, and he invented a kind of music called glue rock. True story.
We lost somebody else. Who dropped off there?
Mike Lunke.
Oh, okay. I guess he's gonna go talk combat.
Well, I'm young enough that I once went in to buy Ambroid. I was a kid and they wouldn't sell it to me. I had to have my mother come in and buy it.
Oh,
She said, sell him whatever he wants. He's got nicer airplanes than you.
We used to buy anything.
Revell glue, the stuff that came in the yellow, plastic glue to glue the pilots together. So here's a story about that. Went down to Shaver's Hobby Shop. This has been 30 years ago. It was down on Virginia and whatever. Oh, there's Dan Winship. Let's see. He needs an okay. I got Brandon. Let's see if he's made a payment there. Anyway, I go down there and I see, got any glue to glue the pilots together? They gave me this late model glue, and it was absolute junk. It wouldn't glue nothing together. I said, don't you have any of that yellow Revell stuff? Oh, no, they quit selling that.
Oh, I found good plastic glue. Little glue like polypropylene to your toolbox, and I mean glue 3D printed stuff to the polypropylene toolbox. That's what I meant to say.
What glue is that?
There are two of them. I was going to put that on Stunt Hangar too. I can show you when I get to the shop. All sorts of wonderful things in the shop.
Yeah.
Including a shorted out sensor.
Copy. Let's see if we can get it here. DON. Gotta find them. No, not there. Search again. Let's paste. Search. There we are.
Yeah, there was a place in Kansas City that sold all kinds of chemicals. We go down there and they give me some potassium chlorate. And we were just kids. Oh yeah, they sold us potassium chlorate. We made explosives.
Did you ever run nitropropane in your engines?
Yes, I did. I still have some in the freezer, I think.
I got some in the garage.
Scarinzi used to use that all the time.
Duke Fox, well, Duke Fox used some of the raw stuff that came out when they made nitromethane. And there's some nitroethane and nitropropane went along with it. He used the whole combination in his fuel. He really liked nitroethane. He said, you can use nitroethane by itself. It's oily enough. You don't need anything else. But yeah, nitropropane. I had a gas mileage problem with Nelson 15s one time, and so I remember there's a guy in Kansas City made fuel with nitropropane, and it'd get really good gas mileage. So I got me some nitropropane, so I extend the gas mileage to these Nelsons. And
it's not legal, is it, for use in model airplane engines?
Nitropropane? No, it's fine.
Is it? Okay. What about propylene oxide?
Yeah, well,
That's jet fuel.
I use that too. The propylene oxide, yeah, they put it in jets, but it has the property of widening the band of needle valve settings, where the thing will run at a two strokes. and you dial down your needle valve. You don't hear anything change until it bang stops.
Wow.
But its virtue is not only will it light with a glow plug, but it's miscible with nitromethane. So you can you can use like 78%. Was it 78% nitro and 10% PO and 12% oil? I think we used for just for free flight with a K&B 40.
And did you ever use amyl acetate for the mixing agent?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or a smell good agent.
Used to use all
Oh
this.
wait, is that the diesel stuff, the diesel igniter?
It's a mixing agent. It helps everything mix properly.
Yeah. No, use nitrobenzene for that.
So are those chemicals oxidizers? What are they doing for you? I
Uh,
always hear about them, but I don't know what they
well,
do.
Propylene oxide would just you can't run nitro by itself, just nitro and oil, it won't ignite. So PO would ignite the nitro. You couldn't use methanol in high nitro concentration. Is that right?
I don't know.
You said no. That I'm thinking of castor oil, but never mind. Strike that whole thing. Anyhow, PO would ignite the nitro in large high nitro concentration.
They used to run top fuel
What?
directors on 90% nitro, 10% methanol.
Yeah, that's good because the
Is it ready?
100% methanol would or 100% nitro would sometimes blow up. Jim and I have a friend who was famous for making a blower that worked with straight methanol.
Yeah. I gotta run. It's dinner time.
All right, we'll see you later.
Maybe after dinner.
I've been using a lot of lithium ion lately, my fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like a Mazda. They go, hum. Remember that commercial? Piston engines go boring, Mazda goes hum.
No, I don't remember that. I got a car that makes noises different than the piston engine.
Well, you like electricity and current and stuff. Did you see the guy on YouTube that put 400 car batteries together and
No,
shorted them out?
No, I didn't see that, but
Yeah, I can send you that link. There's a guy on there doing experiments.
at a distance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The switch is a log splitter. And when it goes off, it's a bomb. I mean, it goes, they're taking a 3/4 inch bolt and putting it across shorten it out with a 3/4 inch bolt, and they put that log splitter together and it goes bang, all that voltage.
Yeah. I haven't done that. That's the sort of thing I would have done in junior high school if I had to.
So, Brendan, my suggestion of using a little emery cloth on the shaft work?
Yes. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, am I coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that worked. The problem was, I guess another problem behind the scenes was that we were using we were using a master air screw prop. And this was discussed last time we were on here. We were using a master air screw prop, and it's about twice the weight of like an Igor or a Pavlov prop. So we ended up getting with Joe Daly to cut down on some shipping time from Europe, and he hooked us up. We'll compensate him back, but he hooked us up with some. I think was it Igor props?
Yeah, yep.
Igor props, and we cut it from, what was the number? Like 82 grams. Like he gave us a spinner too on there. We cut it from 82 grams down to 50. Yeah, it was something incredibly dramatic.
Yeah. Igor prop 16.
Yeah, like the whole spinner and prop, combo got cut dramatically.
The Falcon prop is -4 grams.
Yeah,
Okay.
but It's kind of dangerous. Jim Hoffman sent me a Solomonica prop that's really, it's lighter than the Igor and bigger.
When you go to Australia,
Yeah.
get some extra, do an exchange from extra dollars or whatever they're going to take over there, because there's going to be people there who will be selling stuff.
Yes, I've already heard about this, and yeah, believe me, knowing the price tag for that stuff now, yeah, when I get over there, I'll definitely know where I can see a deal.
What stuff is that?
Props.
Props? Oh, like, but
Props, people there selling props.
Props that we don't use, right?
Well, maybe props that we should use.
Well, like what? Bollies and
probably the Igor props will be, have some there.
Hope so.
Somebody should have some there for sale, I would imagine.
Well, they come from somewhere else, so.
No, whoever, but when I was at Worlds, there was always people selling stuff, and you had to have the right script in order to get it, but you could buy some really neat stuff.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, we swapped out and got the lighter prop and spinner on there, so that's running well, and the active timer seems to be responding, well with that. So that's all good. We had some CG questions, as to whether or not we had kind of the right CG combo. So I made a little Velcro, made a little, I don't know. Made a little movable battery holder in there that we have Velcroed down and can go in various spots. So it allows us to easily adjust the CG. We were messing with that a little bit, but one thing we noticed about the Raptor that we got was that it was a little sensitive in the controls. Just a lot of waviness and overcorrection to stuff. So the horn on the elevator is on the Raptor. There's only one hole for it, so you can't move it up or down on that. And the flap horns were already to the top end of that. So we got a handle that's 4 1/4 we were using, but it's one where you don't have the adjustable on the spacing. So we went today to a 4-inch spacing, and we got a lot more, or a lot of that sensitivity seemed to kind of go away. So
yeah, but the leverage that you have over the controls is probably inadequate.
Sometimes a little overhang, which is usually a dirty word, but sometimes a little overhang will stabilize an airplane after your corner. It helps some, not a lot, but adding some overhang will.
What is overhang?
The distance out from where your hand, center of your wrist is, to where the lines actually connect to the handle, moving the arms of the handle. You move it out a little bit, where the lines connect to the handle, you'll sometimes get a better stabilization after a corner. Now, but it'll also increase stick pressure in higher winds too. So,
well, it won't help the problem that he's having, though.
Well, moving the ballast point forward will probably fix that.
Could be.
Or do you have gurney?
Depends on what's wrong.
Have you put gurney flaps on the airplane?
What are those?
Did I send you some? Elevator duty?
Oh, yeah.
Howard sent you some.
Yes.
I put the ones that Howard sent me on my twin, and it made it magical.
No, we haven't tried those on this one. No.
Well, that will definitely stabilize it better after the corner.
Yeah, I made some specifically for
the Esprit.
The
Dennis,
not the Raptor, but the earlier.
Yeah, the Esprit from Dennis.
Just make sure you
tell no. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Well, make sure you provide Howard with the thickness of the elevator at the trailing edge.
Yeah, this has a tapering elevator thickness. Shoot, I forget the name of it. The airplane from Kazakhstan. the Raptor is, I guess, the third iteration of it.
The
They're-
Starlight?
What are the names of the earlier ones? Anyhow, Tim just had one, and I made a tapered one for him, or a set of tapered ones. And I think that's what I sent to you.
On some airplanes, they're just absolute magic. Anybody tries to take them off mine, I'll break their arms.
Yeah, they don't do anything for mine, but
Sure did for me.
yeah, they do for some. And this the Sherrod's airplanes. That's what they're made for, and so they may fit the Sherrod airplane you have.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. I'm glad you brought it up. It's something that we may throw on and give it a shot. We're actually at a point. I mean, we're what is it now? Just under 2 months away from Australia. Still kind of dialing in the Raptor, and it was looking pretty good today. But we got our concerns that with the amount of time we got to make a commitment here, and so we're going to watch some video of what we've been doing with our Raptor and compare it to Dennis's Esprit from last year when we were kind of at the top of our game with that. And we might get them both out this weekend and just do some real hard looks at it and just I don't know.
We got some better weather coming up, Brendan. Throw the thing in the car, come up here to my field, and I'll help you dial it in.
That sounds like a good offer there.
Trust me, I can get it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I think Sunday's supposed to be pretty good, but yeah, we're gonna pull it out and see what we got.
You got the Igor timer?
No, we're using a climb and dive.
So you're saving $50 on your trip to Australia. You've been paying for a trip to Australia. Yeah.
Well, part of it for us is that didn't even know active timers or anything about them until last summer in July. And so with the simplicity of the climb and dive and getting into it, we didn't even know if that's where we wanted to go with anything active timer. So that's where we got started. And it's, I don't know, the first time you put it up, you immediately were like, wow, this is something different. Yeah. This is good stuff. So I'm sure the Igor or the Fiorettis are something we could grow into, but I don't know. For us, all the bells and whistles, we went with kind of a simpler format and said, okay, it seems like
you're used to the program interface, which is what Bluetooth on that system. You know that Paul Emerson has a new timer called I think he calls it the Hourglass timer. I have a prototype of it, and that's got the kick in the corner feature, just like the Igor timer has. So you might want to, as quickly as you can, upgrade to that.
Yes, we did get that. Yes,
of course. Yeah, and Paul, of course, has the same competition record as Igor, so you're getting the finest stuff.
I'm just saying because he's already used to the interface, Howard. Of going to a whole different programming regimen might be a little at this how close he is to going. At least if he gets some of the features of what everybody else there is going to have, you're not going to get the same features, but he's going to get some of it and be able to understand the interface for programming.
Well, that's a virtue, yeah.
Yeah, we've got the updated one with the kick in the corners. So
make sure you work on that. But when you can, do whatever you got to do. But you're going up against people who have been using this stuff for quite a while now, and they're very dialed into it. So, that Chinese junior, I assume he's still a junior, but he's just unbelievable.
I think Gabe Alamov told me he aged out, but yeah, he told me how incredible he was.
Yeah.
Glad I'm retired.
Yeah, I think he came in third overall at last go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Walker's on the team, and he co-developed Igor's timer. If you had an Igor timer, he'd dial you in. But Bob can probably get the climb and dive optimized.
Well, I'm not really familiar with the climb and dive yet. I got one, one of the new ones, the hourglass timer, just because he has a twin function and a retract function, and I want to try it, see if I like it. I also have two 12-pin Igors. Now, if you want one of them or both of them to have a backup, you're welcome to them, as long as I get them back when you come home.
Yeah, and that requires a Jedi box, as you said, but
I can give him a Jedi box too.
Oh yeah, okay. 12-pin Igor timer is well, you'll have Paul there. He can get dialed in, but it's quite complicated. And the original Igor timer, there's one setting, and
well, you can go to the default on the 12-pin and get the regular Igor timer.
Okay, yeah.
So the other thing we've been running into is that so it seems like by F2B standards, in terms of the lines, the rules don't specify the material for the lead out or for the lines. Doesn't specify the material. All it indicates is it has to make it through the pull test. So I'd worked with Dave Fitzgerald. He got around to some people, including Igor and some other people that have been around the block for a while, and just said, "Hey, is Spectra something you can use?" And everybody said, "Yeah, don't see why not. There's nothing in the rules against that." That is all we have ever flown for the 7 years we've been flying, and so that's what we're going with. That's what we know. But what is it? I tried to email. There's a general email for the F2B coordinator for the event down there in the Worlds. So I emailed that about a month and a half ago saying, "Hey, I just wanted to get, clearance from you that, I'm going to be fine using Spectra lines." Heard nothing back. Emailed again a couple weeks ago. Still heard nothing back. So I started emailing one of the World Cup, one of the World Cup guys running the show down there in Australia. And then he put it out to a couple other people. And then I got some email back from a guy who, it was just purely opinion. Just like, I don't trust this, and blades of grass will cut it. And, just like dogging it. But it was all opinion.
The guy that asked on the forum would be Bill Lee.
Okay. Yeah, but there was nobody sharing rules or thoughts. It was just some guy's opinion that
Have you gone to the FAI website?
I've tried to navigate stuff. Things are so cryptic and hard to find, but I figured that if I can get the event coordinator to say, "Yep, I looked at it, no issues here."
Get them to send you an official email, or a letter with a signature on it to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And also set up your airplane with a set of 15 cables just in case.
Yeah, that was kind of the backup thought. Was like, yeah,
I wouldn't. You're going a long distance, Brendan. Don't put the chance anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I would put cables and get used to flying. It's going to fly fine on cables, and you will have no problems, and no one's going to question it. And just don't do stuff outside the norm.
Well, the thing is, it's outside the norm for us. I mean,
yeah, again, but don't do things outside the norm for what everybody else is doing. Don't be, Johnny. Don't be Johnny saying everybody's out of step with Johnny. Go there with stuff that is going to be accepted. You're going a long way to it, and I'll tell you what, FAI is a weird thing. It's very strange, and they can change rules or make a determinations right on the spot that may just make you very angry. So. Don't give them a chance to do that. I've been to 8 of these things. So I can tell you right now, it's like going to Oz.
Yeah, I sent you some lines, didn't I, on that reel?
Yep.
Yeah, those are people like those, but they're harder to terminate than the 7-strand stainless that we use.
Would you send them? You send them that Italian stuff?
Italian combat line.
Yeah.
it's a little stiffer. I don't know what it's drag with.
Well, I have a wrapping tool. If you want me to wrap some for you, send them over to me. I'll wrap for you whatever length you want.
Hey, sounds good.
I'm suggesting you get up here when we have some good weather. I got a beautiful field to fly on. There's no turbulence. It's like a cut to like a putting green,
Hey, I'll go over there.
and we can and we can set that airplane up in 10 flights. We'll have it working really, really well for you.
Yeah. So something else I was thinking is, I presume it has a fixed lead out position, and you wonder what lead out position what lines that lead out position was made for.
Yeah.
And so some of the problems you're having may be because your fishing line is incompatible with that particular lead out position.
Bingo.
Well, the lead outs are adjustable. We can adjust those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably all right then.
Yeah.
My opinion, if you want it for what it's worth, and you told me before what you think about opinions. Put it on whatever lines that Howard sent you, and put, get an active timer, or at least learn how to use that kick in the corner thing with the one you have, and don't go too far afield from what the norm is over there.
Those lines will take more tip weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they would.
That could be the problem too, that assuming you didn't change the tip weight from what it came with, then you may have too much tip weight when you use the fishing line.
I think the tip weight should be adequate. I've been working a lot with Joe Daly, talking to Joe Daly. He's got a lot of the Sherrod planes and stuff, so
it's adequate. I'm just thinking it may be excessive because you're flying it with lighter lines. And
yeah, good point.
It will be excessive if you're flying on lighter lines. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Are you dropping a tip in heavy and hard corners?
See, that's where we don't have the expertise to know that, so that's.
Bob could tell it just by looking at the airplane when it's not flying.
I can fly it one time and tell you what the direction to go in. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to come up, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll know as soon as he takes off.
Was there anything else on questions about what we're doing?
I thought of no.
What airplane's that in the foreground there?
We're working on a smoothie. Been working on it for a while.
Oh, smoothie.
Yeah, we finally got we showed them off a couple weeks ago, some of our possible pilots, but I don't know how well you can see them in there, but we got Shaggy from Scooby-Doo in there.
Oh.
He's our main pilot, so.
Yeah. Who you got in the Sherrod airplane? That's the important thing.
Yeah, nobody's in there. Nobody's in there.
Uh-oh.
We did get our Team USA uniforms today. They did show up. I don't know if Lonke showed any of those off earlier. I know he was on earlier, but Angstrom's got one here. So there's the. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's polo shirt, Team USA. So.
Yeah.
So. The people who've met us before on the field, we stand out in the crowd. The four of us, we always we tend to dress with the same shirts on. So all four of us did get Team USA uniforms. So we will be well represented. Everybody will know we're moving in a herd together.
Yeah.
Well, I see we got a Bearcat report coming up.
Hey, a Bearcat report.
Flaps are on that thing, right?
What's that, Sparky?
The flaps are on that thing, right?
No.
Oh, man.
And when is VSC?
I'm leaving Wednesday morning.
Better get them flaps on.
Without the Bearcat.
Oh, okay.
I have major progress this week. I got my income tax done.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I just did a little bit more on the control surfaces. I got the cowling and the cover for the rudder mechanism. And I screwed up the rudder,
oh,
so I'm going to have to sand that down and refinish the rudder. But I'm switching over to getting ready for VSC now. So
Is that a Pache airbrush or?
yeah, there's a VL.
Yeah, I have one of those.
I've got a
Got the same color.
Iwata Eclipse, which is really cool.
imported by a modeler. I can,
Not Nomura, Will Nomura.
Will Nomura,
And
yeah.
I got it in Tucson at the Hobby Barn in about 2011, I think.
Yeah, that was during Will's
Okay.
tenure there.
Will sent me a bunch of Iwata spray guns, jam guns and full-size guns, and a rainbow airbrush some years ago to review for Model Aviation. I did the review and I called him up and said, where do you want these sent back? He says, no, they're yours to keep. Those things are like $500 a piece. Those Iwata.
Yeah, Chris Cox said he listed the model of the Iwata touch-up gun that he uses on his new Hellcat, and I looked it up, and it's like 200 and some bucks.
Yeah.
So I sticking with my $60 Posh touch-up.
Have you guys ever tried a Grex?
Oh, what?
Grex. It's a green airbrush, GREX.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Sure do. I like it.
I got one of them. You can spray it just like a regular spray gun. It's got a fan nozzle on it. You can spray with it. I don't think it puts out enough paint though.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my major accomplishment of the Bearcat. Then I've been working on the T-Bird to get it ready and take it along to Tucson. So
Oh,
I hope to get it out on Sunday. The weather's supposed to get really warm here again.
it's
Yeah.
very
It's-
authentic looking.
Well, it's got Bob Palmer's signature on it too.
That's as authentic as you can get.
Exactly.
So
You got differential flaps on it?
no,
Oh.
That's too authentic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Who designed the Cougar?
Hi Johnson.
Didn't that have differential flaps on it too?
I don't know. The Panther and the Cougar, I think were both Hi Johnson airplanes.
Ken High, yeah, he's probably the high in Ken High.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
did Palmer have the differential flaps on his Skyscraper too, or is it just on
I don't
the
know.
T-Bird too?
I don't know. I got plans for the Skyscraper here someplace, but finding them right now would take me about an hour.
What is that guy's name who's an attorney up there by Brodex? He was you guys will know him when I say his name, but he had a cream color Thunderbird with an upright engine. You ever see that airplane? He's one of your friends, Bob. He's an attorney.
Yeah, he lives outside of Philadelphia.
Friend that's a lawyer? I doubt it.
He was a co-CD of the Brodeck contest for a while.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
It was the guy I'm thinking of.
Tommy Hampshire.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got one of them Thunderbirds with an upright engine, cream color.
That's a Jerseyan.
I thought he said it was a Thunderbird, but
The Jersey. Yeah, I've actually flown that airplane.
Tom had some unusual airplane. It looked like it was neutrally stable. I wonder what happened to that.
Who did?
Tom Hampshire.
He had one with a stabilator on it.
Yeah.
A twin boom thing with a stabilator.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Yeah, it was an unusual airplane. Yes, it was neutrally stable. It was like trying to balance on top of a bowling ball with a board. Yeah,
Yeah. I wondered how that came out.
That whole exercise didn't last too long.
Oh, it's too bad.
I also saw a black airplane. It was Les Nearing's that had a stabilator on it. I guess Nearing and Billy worked on something. They kind of screwed up on the pivot point though. They put it too far in the center, and I guess it was pretty touchy.
Yeah, that'll mess you up. Has anybody made a successful stabilator stunt plane?
Yeah, his name, the Jupiter. Who Sparky? Who had the Jupiter? Was can't think of the guy's name. I'll think of it in a minute.
The guy in Dallas, I guess.
He was friends with Art Pulaski. Can't think of his name. I'll think of it in a minute.
Art Pulaski is one of my heroes. He won stunt and combat, the same nats.
Yeah, 58.
Did you ever see that airplane fly? That stabilator airplane?
I never did.
It looked like something Billy would build, or
Yeah, it looked like the Avengers airplanes, with that little stinger in the back. What's the name of that guy?
I'll tell you what, I knew it would be really touchy the way that stabilator turned in the center. Yeah.
Well, I can't think of the guy's name. Isn't that awful?
I'm like that all the time. I couldn't think of the name of the Surratt airplane or Surratt a few minutes ago.
Somebody has a computer there. Do a Google search on Jupiter stunt ship.
Oh.
But I just grabbed a stunt book and look in it.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah. There you go.
Rod Ferris.
Okay.
Rod Ferris was the guy's name, and he had a stabilator, and he did really well at the Nats. I think he made either one or took second, or senior or junior.
Let's see.
Rod Ferris. That would be about 57, 58.
Jim's back from dinner.
I think I grabbed the wrong book. Yeah, I did. It's in the first volume. Shit.
Rod Ferris. He had two airplanes, the Jupiter, and he had an airplane called the Venus. There was like three different Venuses, but it was a constant chord airplane with a stinger in the back, like the Corsairs, bubble canopy, and the problem with it was that the wing was mounted so low and the motor was so high, it had a vertical CG issue.
C, D, E, F, G. The other way.
Look
Is
at
there
the
an index in that?
index for Rod Ferris or Jupiter.
PHARIS.
Yeah.
E. Jupiter, Rod Ferris, 1954.
54. Wow, it's earlier than I thought.
One of the earlier Detroiters, ST inverted engine, 35, 50-inch flaps, fuselage gears, slim fuselage with bubble canopy, full cowl, stinger, and a stinger tail, not published. Rod from Detroit won the junior event in 54 Nationals, reference black and white photo, June of 95. See page 35.
Wow.
Detroit on December 95, July 96. Small picture of Jupiter in Carnes article and Flying Models, April 96, page 77. Photo in the 54 chapter.
Does it show the airplane? Could you tell if it has an elevator or if it's just a flying stand?
Let me look here. So they're calling for 1954. This is 52.
Yeah, that's oops, a long time ago for a stabilator.
Yeah.
People weren't using them in combat till later.
But what about 61 or 60?
Yeah.
Here's an oddball one. Frank Grant, the ace. It looks like it's flying backwards, got a canard on it.
Groovy.
Let's see here. Doug Hope. Wesley Dick, back when he had hair. Not much, but he had hair, flying a Stuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
53. Come on now. Reproduction at the VSC. Here we go. 54.
Those books are worth their weight in gold.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is Roland McDonald, I guess, 154.
He never won the Nats.
He's plane of the year.
Yeah, well, he took second.
Okay.
Twice.
Huh.
Once he took second to Bob Randall flying the Junkers Gobbleswamps, which was a Charles Mackey airplane. It was a Charles Mackey airplane. Charles built the airplane. So had they protested it, Roland would have won.
Oh.
Here's Red Reinhardt in his hillbilly hat.
Yep.
What is the name of that guy again?
Rod Ferris.
Yeah, this is it right here. It is not a stabilator.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah. Make it big. He had one with a stabilator. I know that for a fact. I used to talk, actually, I corresponded with him some.
Right there.
Yeah. Well,
It does have the telltale F4U Corsair tail on it, though.
he showed up at VSC one year with Art Pulaski. They came out one year.
Cool.
That tail looks a lot like the Venus tail.
Well, he also designed a Venus, the one that
That Warren built?
yeah, that's also a Rod Ferris airplane.
Oh.
Constant chord wing though.
How's Warren doing? Speaking of Warren.
All right. He moved to Michigan.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to him. I knew something bad happened to him. That's what it was.
They rediscovered winter. So
Here's a picture of him with Jim Ebinger and his Neptune and Rod Ferris and his Jupiter at the 54 Nats.
You should have been there with your Saturn.
the whole solar system.
Yeah.
And Robbie's Europa.
The lunar.
The moon of Jupiter.
Yeah. It took me a while to catch on.
He was actually going to call it Callisto, which is also a moon of Jupiter.
Jupiter? I used to know that stuff. They got more of they're finding more of them all the time. Can't
There's
keep up.
Oh, good. We can build more stunt ships then.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Hey, Bob and everybody.
Hi, John.
I got a nickname for John. What's my nickname for you, John?
Weed Hopper.
Weed Hopper.
Why is that?
Remember in Kung Fu, he was called Grasshopper when he was at the convent, the monastery, when he was learning from the master. So John's been calling me like, what, 4 or 5 times a day?
Yeah, I'm building his caprice, and I constantly call him. And I was really proud of. I was very proud of myself when he called me his. What did you call me, Bob?
Protege.
No, it wasn't that flattering.
Stalker?
Guinea pig. No, I'm your guinea pig.
Guinea pig. Well, Weed Hopper.
Yeah.
You're right, Bob. That was a Jersey, because here's Bob Palmer's upright version Thunderbird.
Yeah.
I like that airplane.
He had Tommy had one of those. We all used to fly them around here, the HP 40s, with the
Fold head.
with the Ron Peters liners in them, the ABC pistons and liners, the turbine stunt motors. And he had one of those in that jersey, and it was as close to an electric motor as anything I've ever flown. That thing was so perfect everywhere.
Huh.
Great motor. Willie Wiley made some too, about the same exact thing. So it would be either a Willie Wiley liner or a Ron Peters piston and liner. And we converted a lot of HPs over to that. They ran great. They were super.
Huh.
Well, this don't look like Frank McMillan.
With the Gambler?
I'll show you here. It's it doesn't look like it. It can't be the same guy.
It is. That's what the Gambler. He looks like a movie star, doesn't he? Yeah, that's Frank.
Unreal.
That airplane was published in Model Airplane News, I think, in what, 56?
Yeah, you should have seen me back then. Well, I was pretty sharp look.
I talked to
Still are, Howard.
Frank McMillan this morning.
This guy looks like Arlie Ermy.
Frank had a cool twin.
What's that?
But Frank had a cool twin.
He's got two of them.
Groovy.
Got a brand new one.
Is he coming to the Naturals?
No,
Oh, that's too bad.
he's done.
Oh. He's only 90 or so.
Yeah, I think he's 87.
Oh.
I mean, he's in good shape, actually. He's doing well.
I heard you guys talking about the climb and dive timer with Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask him a question. I guess I got on too late. I started using a couple of those last summer and loved them, but only on profiles. And I want to use one with my Caprice. Now, does anyone know if they mounted that thing inside the fuselage or externally?
Well, it's mounted inside the fuselage, and on a built-up airplane. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious how they control it, because it's got pins, and you tap the pin to talk to it.
Oh.
And you got to do something to be able to control it without getting inside of the fuselage.
Isn't there an extension that you can put on and tap?
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking so.
That's my question. I've read that there's some sort of conductive tape you can use where you can run tape to the outside.
Do you have Paul Emerson's email?
But I'd like to have a switch.
Do you have Paul Emerson's email?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Go right to the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and he's great, and I can do that. I thought if one of you guys had done it or, had experience with it, I'd tap into that.
The one that I've seen, you have access through the hatch where you access the battery, and you have access to the inside of the airplane that way.
Right. But you're only controlling it when the hatch is open. Right?
You got to press this to start it, huh?
Are you talking about controlling it or the start button?
Well, both. But to start it, though, starting it is tapping this pin that's on the unit.
I see.
Yeah.
Is he publishing control laws for that thing?
I don't know.
He's publishing what?
The block diagram of what it does.
I have a whole bunch of tech stuff, man. Do you want me to send them to you?
Sure. If you want.
Hey, Bob, is Don Ogren
I can't do it from here. I got to do it. I got to do it for my other computer,
Uh,
but I can get them to you. So
no,
if you
no
don't get them
hurry.
tomorrow, an email and remind me. I'll send
No
you all
hurry. Thank you.
some
Thank
tech
you.
manuals.
Thank you.
Hey, Bob, is Don Ogren still around?
Is who?
Don Ogren.
Don Ogren. No, he passed away about a year or two ago.
That's what I was thinking.
I ain't seen him at the Nats in a while. I'm just,
He went to Purdue. That was before our time, though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A lot of good people went to Purdue.
I don't know about a lot of them, but
So earlier, I heard you guys talking about cheap calipers.
yeah.
About 15 years ago, a friend of mine got me this at Harbor Freight. He's like a 2-for-1. I think he spent $5.
Yeah. That's
And
the
this,
difference.
and this has been a fabulous calipers for 15 years.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Have
they
you,
have some good ones. They had some clunkers.
have you ever compared it to a mechanical one?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
I have an
And
electric
it's
one like that,
repeatable.
and it's really got high resolution, but if you look at the measurement for like an inch or something compared to your mechanical caliper, it's off by several thousandths.
Oh, my goodness.
Hmm.
I got some 1, 2, 3 gauges, but they came from Timu too. So
Does
I
anybody
don't have
the
any
1, 2,
Joe
1, 2,
blocks
3
or anything
blocks?
like that to calibrate it with.
Does anybody have any of the 1, 2, 3 blocks from Harbor Freight? Because I saw that somebody was using those on Stunt Hangar, and they looked interesting.
yeah, I got them. They're right there.
How do you like them?
They're 1, 2, 3.
I mean, are they accurate?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're square.
They're about what, 20 some odd bucks.
Yeah, you get 2 of them. I tell you what I really like is my setup gauges. I don't know if I can find them real quick, but it comes in a set. You get 1/8 inch, 16th inch, 1/4 inch, made out of aluminum. I really like them. Let's see. What did I do with them? I was using them. Yeah. Can't find them. They come in a set. I like those. You can measure with those real quick. If you got cut 3/4, you put a 1/2 and a 1/4 together and draw a line, and that's it.
mm,
The hell did I do with them?
I don't know. Hey,
Got so much stuff.
there's an enormous spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got so much.
Wow, he is big.
Where?
Take him outside. Don't kill him.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll leave him here.
My wife gets so mad at me. I won't kill anything. I'll take spiders outside, try to get bees to go outside. I won't kill anything.
My wife has a fly swatter with notches on it.
Oh my God. That's funny.
So out here we have little rats, and John. Some of you've been at John Calentine's shop.
Yeah.
And he's got a trap there where he catches them. And one day I saw, there was a whiteboard in there, and he had tick marks.
Jeez.
And then he showed me like 5 years worth of records of, I guess it was rats he'd caught, little mice he'd caught.
Oh.
He needs to get a rattlesnake for his shop.
Well, he takes those too and brings them out into the desert. He's like you, Bob. He won't kill them. He brings them out to the desert and lets them go.
Well, there's a caveat to this. If it's me or them, it's going to be them. But if it's a standoff, I don't want to kill him if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Everything's got a right to life. And my wife is like your wife, you know, she puts notches on her fly swatter too, you know.
I felt really bad when I killed this bat. A bat got in the house, and I was downstairs sleeping on the couch. And Chris was up here. She goes, "There's a bug in here." I said, there's no, it's a huge bug. Yeah, right. So I get up here, and there's this bat going around the room. I go, shit, how am I going to catch that? I got a went into the other room, I got a piece of balsa wood, a 1x3 by 36, and hit him like a baseball. Crap. And that was it. I felt bad about doing that, but how am I going to get
A badminton racket works good on flying things inside.
Yeah, just don't hit a lamp.
Yeah.
You guys live out in desert areas. You get different things than we do. I was talking to Warren Tiart. He said he had to spray something you probably know about it, something you spray around the perimeter of your house so scorpions don't get in.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Scorpions are nasty.
Chlorine kills all pests, scorpions, snakes, dogs, kids.
Anything that kills dogs and kids can't be all bad.
Wow.
We were talking earlier about,
That's
going to
pretty
buy
dark.
glue. They used to sell TSP at the supermarket. It was like 23 cents a box. Does everybody know what TSP is?
Trisodium phosphate.
Yeah, trisodium phosphate. It's soap. And so I asked the lady, I said, "Where's the TSP?" "Oh, we don't sell that here. You have to go to the hardware store. It's a controlled substance."
Wow.
Soap. Shit.
When I was a teenager, I spent a summer cleaning a house that had shakes for the siding, and we're using TSP and scrubbing to get out all the spores. I spent 2 months doing that.
Jeez.
And my arms had something. That TSP is not good for you. It should be a controlled substance.
Wow.
Well, to be honest with you, Tide soap works better for grease.
Mhm.
You got grease on your driveway, just spray it down, sprinkle Tide soap around, and take a stiff brush and agitate it and hose it off, and it's gone. But TSP won't do that.
Wow.
There you are.
In the 1970s, a guy at work took a bucket of trichlor he had stains in his driveway, and he washed his driveway with trichlor. It worked. It worked fine.
It's kind of an expensive way of doing it.
My dad had a pool company, and we used to do muriatic acid baths on swimming pools to get the algae off. We do it barefoot. Ate our shoes off.
I've done that. I've acid washed my pool. I'm not doing that again. I'll pay a guy.
Great smell, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you could get knocked out and fall down and die down there.
Yeah.
Because the fumes sink.
Yeah.
But it ate so many pairs of shoes up, we said, you know what? We'll just forget the shoes and spend barefoot.
Well, golly.
Works great.
Really bad. There's a big one.
But you don't want to wipe up acid with a chlorine soaked newspaper.
Oh my goodness.
Spontaneous combustion.
Wow. So I'm sitting here and I used some nitro stand just a little bit ago. I'm enjoying the smell.
Oh yeah.
You still get that stuff?
I have a tube that's several years old. I don't know if I can still get it.
I've
I
got a
have a
tube
big
that's
tube.
about 20 years old.
Is that the red stuff or the green stuff?
The red
I got
stuff.
the red.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I don't use it too often, but it's nice to have.
I'm working on these nacelles for this new twin, and this is the motor mount, the little 23 millimeter 2320 mounted onto one of my new motor mounts, and you can see that has the cooling slots, so that and actually everybody says that the cooling. Everybody thinks that when you do an annular inlet where the spinner is smaller than the nose ring opening, that the air is forced into the motor. Well, according to Igor, that's not the case. The case is that the spinning prop causes a vacuum, pulls the air that comes in from the scoop beneath the motor back through the motor forward and out around the nose ring. Now, I have no idea if that's what Igor says.
Take a cigar, go outside, smoke it up, blow it
You
into the
can't get it
motor,
in
and
there.
turn it on and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just not that inquisitive. but that's so. Anyway, so here's the nose now set up with the block. Put the block in first, that little balsa block in the nose, and I make sure that I make it wide enough so that when I put the nose ring on for an 1.5 inch spinner, in this case, it matches right up on the sides, right in here, and so that would look like this before I open it, before I put the hole in to open. You see the two of them together now, like that. Right. So then what I do is I put the spinner, that's the motor in place. I have the mount size to go right between the few sides at the back of that block. You see that?
You add triangles on the other side?
Not yet.
No, do you though?
Yeah, little ones. Yeah, I use little triangle gussets in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to make sure. But it's not going to come out. Trust me. So then what I do is I take the adapter. Where's that? Find my adapter. Oh, here it is. You have the collet adapter, and you put it on the motor, and then you put the nose ring in place, and then take this and bolt it down, and you squeeze the mount up against the block by using the nose ring, the spinner backplate, lined with the nose ring. And we just tighten this up.
I use real slow set epoxy.
Yeah, I use, I can't find any good 3-hour epoxy anymore. I got to look around for some of that. Maybe one of the other companies, what's the name of the company?
I'll show you.
West Systems or something that have it.
Yeah.
Here.
A 3-hour, a 30-minute epoxy with micro balloons in it seems to do the job just fine. Anyway, you squeeze the mount using the nose ring, which was accurately aligned.
You get that, Bob? Loctite EA 9430?
9430, EA 9430. Where do you get that?
Aircraft Bruce, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. And then I have just for aesthetics sake here.
Make Bob big. Get me out of here. I want to see this thing.
Put the nose cone on the spinner. Put that in place. So whenever you just test fit everything, make sure everything fits up perfect, and then you take it all apart, put the glue in, tighten everything up, come back the next morning, and your motor mount is perfectly aligned.
Ah.
And then when you take off the nose ring, not the nose ring, the back plate, you have that hole, you go through, take out the bolt, and the motor drops out. So that's how I'm doing that.
Worked beautifully.
Very nice. So you were talking about cooling.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the real cooling happens through those slots in these spinners.
No, it doesn't.
You don't think so?
I can tell you for a fact it doesn't. Those slotted spinners do nothing.
Yeah, I wonder which way the
That's
air
why I
goes
think that
through 'em.
Igor's right. I don't think it's forcing through the motor. I think it's, if anything, it's inhibiting what it's actually doing.
Let me explain out why that is. If you take a motorcycle wheel that's spokes, and you take a solid wheel like it's a fat boy wheel, and you drive down the road at 55 or whatever, and the gust of wind hits you, which one's going to pass air? None of them. They're all become solid
Mm-hmm.
at speed.
But are we ignoring the fact that you're flying at 60 miles an hour with ram air coming into this thing?
I'm not arguing the fact. I'm not even saying that I know anything about this. All I'm telling you is that I thought that using an annular inlet. So I have essentially on here I have an inch and a half inch, 1.5 inch spinner. But if they're going to actually have an 1.25 inch spinner when it's all put together,
right?
Have the opening, so the air. I used to think that the air went in, went through those holes, through the motor, and out the back. Igor says no. He says what's happening is the prop is spinning a lot faster than 60 miles an hour, and it's causing a low pressure, a vacuum that pulls the air from the back in the cowling or the battery compartment, whatever. It pulls it through the motor forward and out. Now,
yeah, I find that very believable, but
if Igor says
through these slots does not see the propeller.
Yeah, but when it's spinning, it becomes solid. It's going around so fast, there's no chance for the air to pass through there because it's become solid, just like I said.
Oh, sure, it's not solid. It's there. These are molecules of air.
Yeah,
because you can't, because it looks solid to your eye. It's not solid. It's there.
But if the air coming through the front of the spinner is pushing back, and the actual thing that's happening with the prop is pulling it forward, it's interfering with the process.
Yes, if the static pressure inside the spinner is high, I agree. But I don't know that it is.
Now I tried this. I got one of the slotted spinners from True Turn, and I put it on my airplane, and I measured the heat before I put it on with regular spinner, and I measured it after I put that spinner on. It was exactly good. It was exactly.
That's a good test.
It was exactly the same.
Really?
It was exactly the same.
Wow.
So
that's a good test.
A little water cooler in there.
Yeah.
Radiator.
Now, none of that is scientific. It's just backyard physics.
That's scientific.
So it means our airplanes are over designed.
Well, Igor was talking about, I think, a paired-in spinner with a gap between the spinner and the fuselage. The air will come out of that gap.
Yeah.
That's a low-pressure place in the airplane.
You leave a little more spinner gap. If you loosen the collar, pull it out a little bit, so you have like a little more spinner gap, essentially it'll run cooler.
So what we think is the air exhaust is really the inlet.
Yeah, you can't tell. I had a cowl that had a hole in it, and I was going to get fancy and put an NACA inlet in there. But before I did, I put a tuft on it to see whether the air was going in or going out. It was going in, so I put an NACA inlet on it.
Start taping off our exhausts and see what happens.
Cowl will blow off.
Wow.
I can't find that my good calipers. My goodness. I was gonna give a caliper demonstration.
You got to go to Harbor Freight.
My father gave me these back in the 60s when I started working for him as a machinist. And he even put my name onto it. Put my name on there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Howard, when you mentioned your Temu caliper, I jumped on their website and it looked like they had about 30 of those things, all
Oh yeah,
cheap,
they got a bunch of
super cheap.
yeah. I'm looking for the good one. Like,
Well, I like the digital readout because that's the idiot, idiot in me, and I like it that I can you could switch it to metric.
yeah, that's
Yeah. It's very
good.
convenient.
Yep.
Years ago, Buddy Weeder bought me. He used to build out here all the time, and he didn't know how to read a scale vernier, so I told him to get a digital readout, and he bought one, and then he gave it to me. I got the general, and this one has all you can modes and zeroing and all kinds of things on it, so you can go to different. They're nice. It works good.
The only bad thing about them, but I'm going to get me one. Is the only bad thing about them is every time you go to use it, the battery's dead.
Well, I've had this now for over 15 years, and the battery still works. The original battery still working, but they do give you a spare battery.
Oh, that's back when they made good batteries.
Yeah.
Well, mine turns itself off whenever I'm not using it. So
Yeah.
Well, if you're like,
Mine's good.
okay. Here's a demonstration of if I. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
3 calipers. The first one on top is a Starrett that's no good, but it was an early one. The second one, this one is the cheap Harbor Freight or Temu caliper, and this one with the big display, that's the good one. It's heavier than the others even.
What brand is that?
Oh, who knows?
Hoo-ha.
The brand varies from day to day. It's thick too. Let's see, where's the camera? There we go.
Wow, yeah.
I better buy one.
Heavy duty.
Yeah, so that's the one to get. If you,
This general has really worked well for me. I'm really happy with it. How many people build with a vernier using vernier to measure balsa wood and fits and things like that? Anybody use verniers? Yeah, me too.
all the time.
Yeah. The variation in balsa wood is huge.
Yep.
yeah,
The same sheet.
depends on where it comes from.
True.
Yeah, side to side sometimes can be dramatic. One
Yeah.
side edge to the other.
Yep.
This sander I bought a Jet 1632 drum sander, and I ran a platen through it, 3/4 inch thick platen, and I ran it through and then put a witness mark on it, so I could always run it through the same direction each time. So whatever run out side to side is in the drum is already in the platen, and then when you put the balsa wood on the platen, it's not going to change the thickness from side to side. And I'm holding nominally 2,000 side to side and end to end on a piece of 3x36.
What's the platen made out of?
Machine shop tolerances.
What's the platen made out of?
It's like a flake board.
Oh, okay.
So
it's like if it's steel or something, that's a heck of a sander.
Yeah, it holds pretty good. I mean, occasionally it might go, 2 or 3 or 4,000, but machine shop standard is plus or minus 5, so on metal. So that's pretty good on balsa.
Yeah.
And measuring balsa is pretty hard because it's so soft.
Yeah, you got to be careful you don't squash down on it too hard. Yeah, but that little 16, not little, the 1632, I'll show it to you. That thing is great.
I got so much credit on Temu, it's going to cost me $6.
My drum
You
set.
got to use one of these.
Make yourself big. What is that? Is that a depth gauge?
Eighth gauge?
Oh, come
Height
on.
gauge.
Yeah, it's a height gauge.
Handy tool.
Set that on the bench, get the center line of the wing, leading edge, trailing edge. Make sure it's all right.
My dad had a cartoon he had on the wall of the machine shop. And it was a guy coming to the foreman with a print. And the print said plus 0.00000001 minus 0.000001. And he said to the boss, he said, "You want this on the high side or the low side?" I worked for years with Red Reinhardt, my dad's machine shop. He was my mentor in the machine shop, and we had a lot of fun together.
Someone once asked me, what tool in my shop do I use more than anything else? And it didn't take me long to realize it was this.
Wow.
You know, and I've got a whole set, big, small, in the middle.
Amen.
Just the machinist square.
Yep.
I'll tell you the tool that I use a lot, that I really love, and it ain't even a modeling tool. It's this Japanese pull saw.
No.
Huh.
This is way better than any of them Zona saws and all that other stuff. This is sharp. You gotta watch yourself with it.
This is my favorite tool. Is a Solingen razor plane with the Solingen planes, Solingen blades.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
I love this. I love that plane. That's the best plane. I was like a collector of planes and razor planes, and this is the only one I recommend. But you can't get them anymore. You can find them on YouTube, not YouTube, but on eBay. eBay every now and then. Yeah, on the internet. But you got to get. But it only works with the Solingen blades. And I got like a lifetime supply because one blade, if you treat it right, lasts about 5 years.
And you're planing balsa wood.
Yeah.
It don't work very good with Gillette blades, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it only works with the Solingens. So, and I've had that for, I don't know, 35 years. And I like it so much. I have 2 backups that I'll never use.
Let's see.
You do need to give that Irwin saw a try because it'll cut motor mounts in about 3 swats. It'll cut plywood. It'll cut balsa wood, cross grained. It's beautiful. It's great.
There's my plane drawer.
Hold on.
Plane, not air.
Mark.
Show us some of the other labels there. There must be funny ones there.
Well, it's naughty, I guess.
Rotary.
Let's see. Where? Oh, there we go.
Chucking fizzies.
Checking fizzles.
Fizzles. Chucking fizzles.
Checking fizzles. There.
Okay.
Took me a minute.
Yeah.
Got your fluke meter out.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, you got 2 of them. I don't like what they say. And,
Did you get the amp lead? Howard,
did I get what?
the amp lead? See how many amps
Oh,
are...
the clamp on thingy? No.
Yeah. It works good. Except I don't do generator bites anymore. Well, I'm going to shut it off on YouTube. We can go to our after party where Gary will be the host. And okay, I've made him the host. Let's there you go. So we go to YouTube, and man, I hate it when it does that. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We do this every Monday and Friday at 7 o'clock. If you'd like to join, get over to Stunt Hangar there, become a supporter, and you'll find the link at the bench, and you can come on in.
Seven
What?
7 Central.
7 Central, yes. Let's see here, content. Can't find it. There we are. Live. So we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.
Tomorrow?
Monday.
Nope, I'll see him tomorrow.
Oh.
Brendan and Angstrom, can I ask